How you doing?
Hi, Barry. How are you?
How are you? The name's
I'm
Joe.
well. Hello there, Joe.
As
I'm
a matter of fact, why
nervous.
don't you meet my daughter, the love of my life, the life of my love. She's a fan of yours.
Hi, how are you?
This
Hi,
is
how are you?
Ashley.
Are
Good,
you
how
doing?
you doing?
You know the
I'm good,
nickname she gave
Joe.
her father when she was growing up? She'd call me Joey B. So we
Yep,
may be related or something.
yep, Cardi B
Well,
and Joey
hello there.
B. I'm a huge
Well,
fan. I just
hello
wanted
there,
to say
Joey. How
hi.
you doing? I feel so crazy because I feel like I'm a little bit late. But Biden, let me tell you something. When you have kids my age, like the one my age, 2 years old, your schedule never go as planned. You know what I'm saying?
You're telling
I went
me? I got 4
early.
kids, 5 grandkids. Come on. I'm an expert. I understand about kids. The most important thing in the world. They come first.
Yes, definitely. Always. My kid come first. Period.
Keep it that way.
So
When you say civil rights, who immediately comes into your mind? If you say something like Malcolm X or Martin Luther King or I don't know, man, Clarence Thomas or you know JFK or Rosa Parks, John Lewis, Reese Jackson, Ella Baker. If those types of people come into your mind when you say civil rights, I'm sorry to tell you, you're an absolute dumbass, and you should probably, I don't know, jump off a building or something. When you say civil rights to me, I don't even think Frederick Douglass, bro. That dude is a fucking has been. You need to get with the times. When you say civil rights, I immediately go to Cardi B. I'm like, fuck yes, bro. Cardi B is the greatest civil rights activist I've ever met. She's the most educated, most level headed, most articulate, most eloquent woman I have ever met in my life. Every time she speaks, it's like, fucking pearls of wisdom, like fucking little pearls of wisdom just dripping out of her mouth.
Joe, I heard you got some questions for me. I have a whole list of things that I want and I wish and I desire for our next president to do for us. But first thing first, let me keep it a buck. I just want Trump out. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like his mouth gets us in trouble so much. I don't want to be lied to. I don't want, like, we're dealing with a pandemic right now, right? And I just want answers. I want to know when this is over. Like, I want to go back to my job. I want to be able to go outside. I want to be able not to feel like I'm trapped in my home. But I don't want somebody to lie to me and tell me that it's okay to go outside. It's okay not to wear a mask, that everything is going to be okay. No, I want like a timeline of when things are going to get better. I want a president to tell me what are the steps for us to get better besides, taking precautions like with our masks and quarantining. I need somebody to tell me like, this is going to be over when we find this cure. This is why it's taking so long. This is why other countries are doing better than ours when it comes to this pandemic. I need somebody to tell me the truth, the hardcore truth. And also, I of course want free Medicare. And this is why it's important to have free Medicare, because look what's happening right now. You see why we should have been have free Medicare for a long time. I of course think that we need a free college education. That's second. And I want Black people to stop getting killed and no justice for it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I just want more stricter laws that is fair to Black citizens. And it's fair for cops too. If you kill somebody that doesn't have a weapon on them, you go to jail. You know what? If I kill somebody, I gotta go to jail. You gotta go to jail too. That's all I want. So Joe, I heard you got some questions for me.
Yo, I could not take this video seriously. Watching this interview was like watching a kid ask a grown up, why is the sky blue or why is water wet? It's the most dumbest interview I've ever had to sit down and watch. It was the most tone deaf, most retarded interview that has ever been made in existence. And I'm not trying to be mean here, Actually, yeah, I kind of am trying to be mean because fuck Cardi B. But this is just bad. Who who was the producer behind this? Did you like sit down and watch this and go, I just dropped a banger this time, you know? Like I just changed the world with this eye-opening interview. This interview is very eye-opening, but for all the wrong reasons. It just shows that the Biden administration does not really care about black people. I'm sorry to tell you, if you're a black person and you voted for Joe Biden, this video should have been the most definitive proof about that. Like, yo, this dude is not gonna help you. I'm not trying to get political on this one. I'm just trying to, for like this video, I'm just trying to show you that this interview was just plain terrible, man. It was dog shit. I almost said horrible. This interview was just terrible. It was terrible because the person that they chose to come and act as the voice for black people is just absolutely uneducated. Doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. Doesn't understand the nuances of the situation at hand. And I'm not trying to invalidate her opinion. Everyone's opinion matters, I guess. I mean, everyone's entitled to one, but that doesn't mean that everyone should voice out their opinions. No offense. The moment you open your mouth and you sound like a dumbass, that's when you know that maybe you should just shut the fuck up and stop talking. It was funny watching Cardi B try and pretend that she's one of us black people. And I say us black people as, the regular everyday working class black Americans, people who are trying to fucking get by, single mothers, kids who are going into schools that are not necessarily the best. Cardi B is not one of those people. She's not one of us. She's a stripper who got fucking rich off of fucking shaking her ass on camera. That is not someone I want to come and represent me in front of a politician. She doesn't even sound like she fucking went into high school, bro. Like, that way of talking is cool when you're fucking, hanging out with your friends and shit. But if you're fucking meeting someone who could potentially, change the course of black America as a president, that's not how you're gonna be fucking speaking. The fuck? Why would you speak like that? Did you not have a fucking coach or someone like try and coach you into like fucking speaking better? Because it's clear and it's very evident that you had someone coaching you. Those questions that you asked were extremely dumb and very soft. Those are some soft questions. So whoever was the one who set up this interview clearly had you fucking read off a script. Because Jesus Christ, who would go in front of someone who has the history of fucking advocating for the crime bill and not even once raise that question, hey, why the hell did you fucking, advocate for this crime bill? It severely marginalized black people, etc. Cardi B never asked that question. I don't know, maybe she just is a puppet. That's what they wanted her for. To be a puppet, to like try and show that, oh, the Biden administration is like inclusive, etc. But like it's all mere formalities. They're not really gonna do much. I hate to sound like that guy, but that's what it looks like to me. My main issue with this video was how tone deaf it was, with Cardi B just going around talking about, oh, I just want to get back to work. I'm trapped. Bro, you're trapped in a fucking $1 million mansion, bro, with a fucking pool and jacuzzi. The fuck are you trapped for? Like, now I know money's not everything. Money doesn't solve all your problems, etc. and whatever. But like, dude, you could literally rent out a private beach if you wanted to, Cardi. Like, stop. Just stop. Just stop, man. This was painful.
And it's so sad that a pandemic has to happen so people could open their eyes on seeing what type of person are they dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you're really confusing the people. Like, one day you're telling them that this is nothing, that people need to stop getting tested because they're gonna get it anyways. Next thing you know, you have a mask in your face, and you're really playing games, not with us, not the wokes. You're playing games with the people that support you. All of this has to happen, this crazy stuff that have to happen so they could open their eyes for the past 4 years.
Well, it does. What are they most concerned about?
Obviously, free college education, free Medicare, especially now that, people are just getting sick left to right. And that's why I keep telling people, because sometimes people have problems in their community. They just wonder, like, for example, a lot of after school programs that I was growing up with, there's no after school programs a lot anymore in my hood.
That's right.
And
Nowhere.
it's like people are just wondering why. And you want to know something? Talking to you, I'm always so focused on Medicare and college education, and I never really thought about how important is childcare. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like nobody's more motivated than a mom. Nobody want to go and hustle out there and get that money for the kid. Once you become a mom, you change completely. Your mindset changed completely. But it's like, how are you supposed to do that when you probably don't have a babysitter for your kid? And I'm like, fortunately for me, I'm able to, have my mom take care of my child. But a lot of people, like, it's like their mom cannot retire and take care of their kids. Like, their mom
Exactly
have to work too.
One of the things
We had the chance to fucking, ask questions that moderators and interviewers wouldn't dare ask Biden on TV because they're in cahoots, and you don't even like raise any questions. If this is the direction of like the fucking black community, then we're doomed. If we have someone who's married to an artist who goes around singing about how they're trapping out the fucking bands and whatever the fuck the kids like to talk about these days. Not that I don't enjoy a good song about trapping out the fucking bandos, whatever. Look, man, I'm not gonna lie. I bump some of his fucking music. I bump Offset, but like not as much. But the point I'm trying to say is like, if you're someone who's like out here portraying this like terrible image to black girls, being a terrible role model. Because let's face it, Cardi B's not a good role model. If you had a daughter and she says, "Mom, I want to grow up to be Cardi B," that's when you know you fucking failed as a parent, right? So if you have someone who's being this type of role model to your kids, you don't want them to come and fucking have anything to do with fucking policies being made. That's just my opinion. I had to fucking, put this spiel out there. I'm sure someone's gonna see this and think I'm a fucking terrible person or some bullshit, but that's just life. People don't always agree with you. Anyways, this been it. This has been your boy Ronan. That's it. See ya. Have a good one.